Okay, good morning. I'm going to do a quick subassembly and then you'll take a quiz on this on Pilot after you watch this video. So, to get started, I have to browse and insert my parts into this assembly. Remember that the first part that you insert is anchored. You can move around it, but you can't move it. So, I'm going to assume that the wheel is the part that is not movable. That's my wheel. And that's the anchor of this assembly. It's the anchor of the assembly. Then I'm going to insert the axle and place it here. And then I am going to make sure that they are lined up in the X, the Y, and the Z plane. So, how do I do that? I look at it first from the X, line it up. Then from the Y, line it up. And then from the Z, and they're lined up. So, now I can insert my axle into the wheel. It's fairly easy. I like to think that I can move my parts close to where they need to be, and it helps me see how they make. I'm going to rotate this one just a little bit so it looks like it's going to go in, but I'm not going to move it in. Then I'm going to click on my mate tool, and I know that this surface mates to that surface. So I'm going to click on mate this surface to this surface. And it looks pretty good. But they're not mated correctly. It looks like it's inserted. No, it's mated correctly. It's just not lined up. So then you have a concentric mate. The concentric mate is here. Note here, and click on concentric. And if you do this, concentric, this mates to any one of these circles. And then it's lined up. This is now fully mated and constrained. I cannot move either one of them. Then I will insert another component, the tire, and we're almost done. Now my tire, I will make this in the same fashion, lining it up in the X, the Y, and the Z plane. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now I will go to mate it, and I will click, put it really close together, something like that. You don't have to put them that close together, but it sort of helps when you want to see what you're doing. So I know that the surfaces that are coincident would be, now concentric, excuse me. I'm going to mate this edge to this edge. And now it's mated properly, but it's not in the right place. So now I click on check, and then I click on coincident. I know that this edge and this edge are mated, and now I have a subassembly that's complete. I'm going to show you one more thing, checking, and I'm going to insert it into the car body part. Let's do the back of the car. Here you go. Same way to mate. This part, let's put it on this side here. And I'm going to rotate this part just a little bit. Well, I don't even have to. That's close enough. So I'm going to go ahead and click on mate. And I'm going to mate this bottom surface with a coincident mate. That's the bottom of the hole to this. So now they're correct. Oh, I picked the wrong hole. Whoops. Let's try it again. Mate this surface to that hole. There we go. So it's lined up, you can see that. But it's not right. Huh. Concentric mate. One more time. Click, check, concentric, and then you will go and click that concentric ring to this concentric ring, and now it works. But unfortunately, the part sticks out too far. You can see this. How do I edit this part? Well, I open the axle and I can reduce the extrusion, and this is what I will do. So, I think it's already open. Let me click check. Let me check this. Check. And see if my part is already open. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to edit this sketch to the correct depth of the extrusion. And let's see. Edit sketch. Edit sketch. There we go. And I believe that this is 0.29. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So I edit the sketch to 0.29. And then I think I'm right. Actually, no, it was 0.27. I recorded that somewhere else. And then I click check. It's going to tell me I should probably save it, but even if I don't save it, watch what happens. In the assembly, models contained within the assembly have changed. We'd like to rebuild it. Yes. And there you have it. It is correctly constrained and everything. That's how you use subassemblies. Thank you for watching.